Hello, I'm Kirk Carlson, and I'm going to take you back to the year 1924 when two bad dudes robbed this bank. The bank was built in 1912. The same year we were incorporated as a city. Calvin Coolidge was president, and J. Edgar Hoover was just appointed director of the Bureau of Investigation, which later became the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now let's meet the cast of the melodrama reenactment. Thomas Griffin, the Owl.
Yeah, they call me the Owl in San Francisco these lies. I've done 2 terms in prison for robbing banks and payrolls. And I'm not only a bad actor, I'm a bad dude. I'm gonna rob the First State Bank of Clovis.
Catherine Ryan, the Mall.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm the Owl's girlfriend. He's one bad dude. He's so bad, we're always moving to avoid the police. It's not my favorite thing. I like my furs and clothes, jewelry. Mostly, I like money. That's what I keep it.
Felix Sloper, the Lone Wolf.
Do I look like a wolf? Ow! I've served time in Quentin. I don't trust nobody. And most of the time, I like to rob alone. But all the time, I'm a bad dude.
Tom Howison, bank cashier.
Good guy. My family arrived in Clovis in 1903, and I started working for the bank after I graduated from Clovis High School in 1910. And I don't like bad dudes.
Emery Rayburn, vice president of the bank.
My name is Emery Rayburn. I was born in 1880. A year later, my daddy, Joseph Rayburn, came here to Clovis and been here ever since. Good friend of mine, R.E.L. Brown, and I were the first graduates from Clovis High School in 1902. And I don't like bad dudes.
Deputy Sheriff O.J. King.
Big, tough, fairly handsome. That's where you agree with me. Big points right there. I'm a good guy, truthfully. And I reckon today we're going to catch some bad dudes.
That is the cast. Now the plot. The trio arrived in Fresno on January 29th, 1924. They rented a house for $65. They stole a 1924 blue Chandler GTA car, painted it black for the getaway. They purchased roofing nails to dump on Clovis Avenue during their escape. The robbery. Tom is a good guy. He graduated from Clovis High. Cashier Tom Howison is alone in the bank. He is a bad dude. Here is another bad dude. He ties Howison up and pushes him into the vault. He places $31,800 in a black bag.
Let's go. Come on.
The Owl is nervous and yells at the loan. Just as they were leaving, Vice President of the bank, Emery Rayburn, returns from lunch. They force him against the wall and jump into their getaway car, dumping roofing nails while traveling south on Clovis.
I've been robbed. I've been robbed.
Rayburn does not stop to help free Howison, but runs south down the alley to Whiten's garage to chase the robbers. Alas, the nails pierced their tires and the bad dudes got away. There were some heroes. The 6th grade Boy Scouts from Clovis Elementary School came to the rescue by picking up the nails from 4th Street all the way down to Shaw, about 1 mile. Nick Ubik, who celebrated his 101st birthday on January 27th of 2012, was one of those heroes. Nick used to be here every year, but sadly, he passed away 2 years ago. The Pursuit. The mall had left evidence with laundry marks at their home in Fresno. O.J. King trailed her to an Oakland apartment house. He discovered she would leave notes for the owl in a wastepaper basket at the Oakland Bank of Italy. After 74 days of surveillance, the owl entered the bank. He started to resist arrest, but surrendered. The trial of the owl and the mall. They were returned to Clovis. Evidence against the mall was ruled insufficient, and she was released. 87 years ago, this coming Wednesday, the owl was sentenced to Folsom Prison. He worked in a quarry, mining rocks which were placed on flat rails. He and two friends built a concealed platform beneath the bed of the car and escaped on a bitter cold day on November 15, 1926. The prisoners swam the American River and headed towards Sacramento. The owl had sprained his ankle, and his buddies left him behind.
Wait for me!
He became ill and was found dead along the railroad tracks on November 19th. He had died of pneumonia. The Lone Wolf, on April 25th, 1925, the Lone Wolf was arrested for the murder of a brave police officer during a solo robbery at the Mercantile Trust Bank in San Francisco. He admitted he had participated in the Clovis Bank robbery and stated his split was $10,000. He was found guilty of first-degree murder and bank robbery. He was hung at Folsom Prison on June 25, 1926. His former buddy, the Owl, was a Folsom prisoner at the time of his hanging. What happened to the money? Nearly $32,000. Nobody knows for sure, as none was recovered, but we think Catherine ended up with it. This historic event documents that crime does not pay in Clovis in 1924 or today. Many thanks to our professional, brave Clovis police officers for keeping us safe. Let's introduce your cast. The Owl was played by Magic Bob Laughlin. The Mall, Catherine Ryan, was played by Rachel Roberry. The Lone Wolf was played by Michael Ramos. Sheriff O.J. King was played by Jerry Fickle. Emery Rayburn was played by Lou Catallo. And finally, the part of Tom Howison was played by Shelby Cox. This whole production is the brainchild of Peg Boss, our museum curator and past mayor of Clovis. We invite you to stick around after this and talk to the actors if you'd like, and look in the vault. This is the actual vault that was here at the time of the robbery in 1924. The bank closed after the robbery in 1925, and this building was used as the Clovis Judicial Court until the new court was built in '81. Joe and Charlene Clough are displaying a 1927 Pierce Arrow just outside. This would be similar to the style of car that was used for the getaway of the Owl and the Lone Wolf. I'm Kirk Carlson, and I thank you for coming to the reenactment of the great Clovis Bank robbery of 1924.